M2C1 test, physical quantities, units and measurements, question 3. There are 0.6215 miles in a kilometre, and a 2016 Bugatti Veyron has a top speed of 267.85 miles per hour. Calculate how long it would take the Veyron to cover 100 meters at its top speed. So speed equals distance divided by time, and the time taken would be the distance divided by the speed. The distance in the question is 100 meters divided by the speed, so what I need is to convert this speed of 267.85 miles per hour into meters per second, and that's not going to be an easy task at all. So if I start by having a look at the units that this number up here would have, this 0.6214 miles in a kilometre, that's miles per kilometre, so it's almost miles kilometres to the minus 1. If I divide that into my 267.85 miles per hour, if I divide that number in there, 0.6214, I'll turn that into kilometres per hour, and if I times that by 1,000, 1, 2, 3, then I've now got it in meters per hour. So far what I'm looking at here is meters per hour. So now what I need to do is turn per hour into per second. So if I were turning hours into seconds, I would times by, or hours into minutes, I would times by 60. But if I'm turning hours to the minus 1 into minutes, I'd times by 60 to the minus 1. So what I'm going to do is here is times per hour, which is hours to the minus 1. If I times by 60 to the minus 1, that turns it into per minute. And if I times by 60 to the minus 1, that turns it into per second. So long story short, I need to do 267.85 miles per hour divided by 0.6214 to get it into kilometers per hour, times by 1,000 to turn it into meters per hour, and then this times by 60 to the minus 1, that's effectively divide by 60. So essentially it's divide by 60 to now get it into meters per minute, and then divide by 60 again to get it into meters per second. And then once I've got that expression in meters per second, I can pop that into this equation here to find out how long it takes to cover 100 meters. This question is confusing.